This is Sean celebrating the last development vlog, number 4. This is the pinboard tool, this big purple thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build you a menu with this tool, because that's how I used it in the game. Alright, let's see. So what I want to do is I want to add a backplate first, because this is going to serve as the backdrop for the menu, so you can see everything on the menu without being blended with the background here. So I'm kind of going to hold shift and resize it so the scale is preserved. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this anchor point. That's what this is. I'm going to place the anchor point at the center because I want everything to be relative to that center of the image. And then I'm going to shift, snap it to the center of the screen. So this is good. This is a good start. Okay. I want 3 buttons on the side so I can change what type of menu that I'm on. So I'm going to add the menu wrench. Let's resize that a little bit smaller. And since I want it to hug the right side of the screen, I'm going to put the anchor point on the right side of the screen. And then I'm going to snap it to the right side of the screen. Let's verify that it stays on the right side of the screen by changing the screen resolution. On iPad, it's going to be much less wide. So let's see what happens. Yes, this stays centered. This stays on the right side of the screen. Alright. I want 2 such buttons, 2 more such buttons like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. Where did it go? All the way over here. And I'm going to duplicate it again. Alright. Then I'm going to place them over here, right where I want it. Verify that it's hugging the right side of the screen. And then I'm going to change this to the other things. So this is going to be the strong symbol, and this is going to be the scroll symbol. So you can select any image on here, and then you can change whatever image is attached to that box. This is a good start. Now let's put some actual buttons and text on the main body of the menu. Now I'm going to make this an options menu, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. I don't want any image behind the text, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to add an empty box here. Again, I'm going to set my anchor, snap it to the center, snap that to the center of the screen. Okay, and then I'm going to type some text. So that's what this text box at the bottom is for. So I can select any box and put text into it. So here I'm just going to say options. Okay, and now I want some buttons on here because with options I want some buttons. So let's look for a button. Here's a button plank, perfect. So snap that to the center since I want it to be centered on the screen, and let's say that this will turn the sound on or off or whatever. And I want it to use the button font, which is a little darker. It looks a little better. Then I'll just duplicate it, copy it down, copy it again, and I'll change the text. So this is music, and then this is tutorial. And then let's go ahead and add a button on the left side. Let's see. It's got to be a home button or like a back button. Let's just create a new button and resize it. Make sure it hugs the left side of the screen, and then just say home. Perfect. Alright, so we have a very rudimentary, close to final menu. And we did this all through this nice tool that allows us to add text, to add images, to duplicate images, to hug, to cause the image to hug a certain side of the screen or the middle of the screen. Let's test what that looks like for different screen resolutions. Oh, for iPad, this home is actually going to be too close to the other one. It's going to overlap, so I just resize it, and bam, it looks good to me. Alright, well, in the game I want these buttons to actually do something. So what I want to do is I want to assign actions to them. but I can't do that in this editor. So what I want to do is I just want to tag it for later. So this thing is just going to be called sound button. This one's going to be called music button. And by the way, I'm hitting this tag button up here so I can assign a key to it. And this will be tutorial button. Alright, so once I actually save this as a JSON file, which I can do through this interface here, I'm going to import it into my engine, and I'm going to be able to access these buttons through this key. So I'll just say something like tutorial button, find the button that's called tutorial button, and then what I'll do is I'll just assign a certain action to it, so whenever you click it, it's actually going to turn into something. And I can also change the text of the button, so if I'm trying to display like a score or something, then I'll be able to just update it through the code. So that covers it for this tool. Thanks for watching. I may have some more development vlogs if there's more to talk about, but that covers it for all the tools. Thanks for watching, and go to highgoon.com to read more about how we built this game.